pick, man. Let's get with it.
Lays it up off the glass. Such a calming influence on the floor. Halliburton plays Greg way older than his age.
And remember, Halliburton spent 2 years in college. Most of the time we see one-and-done guys. But that second year can do wonders for your career. I stayed for the full 4 years, and that extra experience went a long way.
Mitchell's shot is good.
This is what Donovan Mitchell wants to do. Drive the ball, get a bucket, a foul, or both.
Going with an almost entirely new group here. Whiteside's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Gay comes in for Bogdanovich. O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mike Conley. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. That too comes in for Bagley. Heald's checked in for Barnes. And MP subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. Now, here's Mitchell. 17 points for him last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Here's Whiteside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
The drive by MP. And the dunk by MP.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, he is only concerned right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Now, here's Mitchell. Clarkson outside. Mitchell with it. Out guarded by Hield. Mitchell with the bounce pass. Here's Whiteside. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Whiteside's got his second bucket.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
On the wing, MP. Covered by Mitchell, and the free ball is good. MP's got 5.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Gay driving to the basket, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, when they give him the lane, Rudy Gay loves to create off the dribble in these situations.
41 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And here's MP for 3. It doesn't go for him. And Utah the other way now. To the paint. Gay against Halliburton. Reverses. And Whiteside finishes it off. He's got 6.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
MP from deep three-point land.
Whoa,
another miss by MP. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. It's blocked. And so it's Utah holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Back to the action after this word. Well, Donovan Mitchell may get the spotlight, but he understands that he rises and...
At the end of the day, I'm here to play basketball and be the best teammate.
Mitchell is well liked, has a humility about him, Greg, despite his all-star status.
Hasn't let the endorsements or signature shoe deal go to his head. This guy sees the bigger picture.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Jazz.
Guys, their willingness to attack the basket so far has been great. They're penetrating, finding the holes in the defense, and scoring from close range.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance that they've shown.
On the court for Sacramento, we've got Medu. Buddy Hield is out there with MP. And there's Rashawn Holmes. And it's Davis at the 3, the small forward. Now, here's Mitchell. Clarkson outside. Good, and it's Mitchell
Fucking let me
picking up the
lose,
assist.
bro.
Clarkson's
I
got
gotta fix
himself on
this
the board
shit.
with 3 there.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Sometimes it's a matter of pride, answering back with a 3 of his own.
Jazz leading by 5.
Gone are the days of high usage, but Gay is still a valuable role player.
He's a natural athlete, GA, who still has some burst left. Rudy Gay mixes spots a little more now, but remains a tough cover when he's on the attack.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Utah Jazz last season was elite at both ends of the floor. Sixth Man of the Year winner Jordan Clarkson says, 3 things we've been doing well are playing fast, sharing the basketball, and defense. We're playing a fun style of basketball and just keep racking up the wins. Guys?
They are fun to watch and a handful. D.A. thanks. Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Gobert, he's checked in for Game. Bogdanovich comes in for O'Neal. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. And Mike Conley subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. Here's MP following the bucket by the Jazz. Launches it. And they get it back. Another miss by MP. Jazz leading by 5. And here's Pascal. His last outing, he had 8 points. Ingles finds Gobert. Over MP. And Gobert with the
fuck?
assist from Ingles. Ingles has got 3 assists now in this one. MP outside. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Takes a 3. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Pass to Gobert. And so many teams looking to space the floor. Greg, how many non-shooters can you play and still have a good offense?
Well, I think most teams go 4 out, meaning you got to have at least 4 guys that are a threat on the perimeter, keeping a vertical spacer at that dunker spot. But if your dunker can also shoot, man, that puts even more pressure on the defense.
And he gets it to go. And now just a 2-point Jazz lead.
What a game for him so far. He started out strong in that first quarter and has only turned it up from there.
Now here's Conley. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
What outstanding concentration from Mike Conley. Burying the shot despite the line.
And you look at Mike Conley's game, just a steady floor general and deadly accurate as a shooter.
And Greg, I'm not sure he gets enough credit for how he competes on the defensive side. At 6'1", he's given up size on a nightly basis, but he won't let you pick on him. He gets after you.
One shot.
And that one falls for Mike Conley. And after a down seat. That'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's Sacramento as they end the second quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. And we'll return shortly. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at MV in this game, guys, he has been everywhere. MP's checked in for Halliburton. The Kings shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here.
In the season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
In at the small and power forward, it's Ingles and Bogdanovich. Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Conley the pass to Mitchell. The 3. That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Mitchell's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the Jazz. Fox dishes to MP. Sacramento moving it around. Left side, Bagley. MP outside. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. MP's got the lead back up to 5 now for Sacramento. Utah has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Conley kicks to Mitchell. Gobert the pass to Mitchell. And he drops it in from the low post. Mitchell's got 14 points. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. MP outside. He takes it in. Back to Fox. And the pass to MP. Here's the dish to Fox. 4 on the shot clock. Over Conley. Rebounded by the Jazz.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
To the middle. Here's Gobert. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's now only a 1-point Sacramento lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And here's MP for 3. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
Fox with the steal. MP outside. Over in the corner, Barnes. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Jazz. After this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And the Jazz call time here. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert may get overlooked, but his coach understands what he means to the Utah Jazz. When Snyder says, his presence on the floor gives us a chance. He's our most important player as far as how he anchors our team. He's the foundation. And Kevin, the way they win games, that's saying something.
He is a Defensive Player of the Year multiple times. Phenomenal play. Thanks, D.A. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
Quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Barnes, he's checked in for Sacramento. Here's Mitchell. MP outside. Lets it go from deep. Another 3 for Sacramento.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Jazz trail by 10. O'Neal kicks to Mitchell. Inside. And it's Whiteside. That time on the assist by Mitchell. Whiteside's got 8 points.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
The 3 from MP. It's hauled in by Gay. For Utah, they've gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Mitchell outside. To the paint, here's Clarkson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. He has 5.
Such a valuable playmaker for this team. Mitchell can get his own and get others involved as well.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings. With their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've done a lot of great work from long range. And we'll be right back after this. Luke Walton had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, great work. We're pushing the pace. We're making...
Well... And so it's Sacramento who scraped by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Okay, I've got to ask, is there anything you can't do on offense?
I'm sure Coach can give you a whole list of things I need to work on.
Oh, come on, MP. Don't be so modest.
Look, no, I'm being serious. I'm never satisfied. I've got strengths and weaknesses like everybody else, but even the strengths, you can't take those for granted or your skills start to atrophy. So you got to work on everything all the time.
All right, fair enough, fair enough. Thanks for your time, MP.
Yeah, thank you, John.
You're stuck on an island with... Until next time.
New feature, the alley-oop and the contact dunks, and I think it's great for the game. It's a new skill level.
This year, it feels like it's a little bit more toned down, and you actually have to time them with the new meter, which I think people will like. Green bean.
Sorry. I got to play with Kyrie and Steph, and oh man, some of the badges too that, you know, I'm not sure if I can say or not, but some of the badges too that I've seen is like crazy. Like it's some crazy stuff, man. I'm really excited. What's the one that Steph got? I think it's called Chef. That badge is.
That's all. Oh, there's so many.
We're the land of the free and the home.
Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Moments away, it'll be the New Orleans Pelicans going up against the Sacramento Kings here in Golden One Center. With our analysts Brent Barry and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, along with reporter Allie LaForce. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Well, current financial challenges have Commissioner Silver and the league office dusting off proposals for expansion. Silver said at some point, it's manifest destiny that the league will eventually expand. The last time that happened was 1988 with the Bobcats. Guys, Seattle fans hopeful things move along.
Boy, Allie, wouldn't that be something? A look at the Pelicans starting group. Ingram at the 3, Zion at the 4. Josh Hart is out there with Devontae Graham. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Kings, at the 2 and the 3, it's Halliburton and Barnes. Tristan Thompson is out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Fox in at the point. And a high-tempo game tonight. Both teams like to get out and run, Grant.
Well, hey, when you've got the speed and athleticism, it's the best way to play. You have to challenge the defense to keep up with you.
And it's the Kings to start out. Changes here for the Kings. Holmes, he's checked in for Thompson. Heald comes in for Barnes. And MP is subbed in for Halliburton. Satoransky, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Now here's MP. Last game with 30. And that'll be Sacramento's ball as it goes out of bounds. Kings able to keep possession here. Metu, he's checked in for the Kings. Davis comes in for Fox. The Pelicans making a switch here. MP against Hayes. On the wing, Davis. Back to MP. 6 on the shot clock. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. And the shot goes down.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit. But, hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Gotta hold firm or you're going to get a call.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Marshall's checked in. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. And now another look at that mobile one block defensive performance.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
A minute 31 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Hernan Gomez. Satoransky outside. And they call an illegal screen here.
And in the last two possessions, they painted a picture of what not to do. Just way too loose with the basketball.
Sacramento has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. On the wing, MP. From deep. Pure from three-point range. And some breaking news regarding MP. He has signed an endorsement deal with Mountain Dew.
And Mountain Dew partners with athletes from all around the world. Now, I heard that MP will be working with Zach LaVine on their next marketing push.
And it's blocked by Davis.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Here's MP. And there are the Kings with another bucket. 40 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Alexander Walker. They really needed more from him in that loss to Phoenix. That one goes in.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the three ball.
MP outside. Puts up a three. Hits the trifecta. MP's got 8 points. The Pelicans trail. Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Satoransky with it. And there's the drive. Excellent D there from Holmes. It's a one-on-one situation. And here's MP from outside. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
And just nails the three. Way to close the quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. Kings ahead, up 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Sacramento?
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range to this point. Always nice to start out like that.
And for some reason, they've also had guys in the right spots on the offensive glass. Lots of putbacks.
Chimezie Metu out there with Buddy Hield. Then there's Mitchell. Then it's MP. And it's Holmes in at the 5. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Now here's MP. Off target from three-point range.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. Rashawn Holmes picks one up.
The young Spaniard, Hernan Gomez, a good finisher around the basket.
Well, the pace of the game has picked up over the years. Grant, you played on teams that played all styles. Did you sense the direction the game was going in?
Yeah, towards the end of my career, B.A., you could see that the up-tempo teams got more and more successful. So it was inevitable that other teams would follow suit. As we know, trends catch on fast and quick in the NBA.
Now here's Mitchell. Pass to MP. Shoots. Can't nail the jumper.
You love basketball. Couldn't miss in the first quarter. Now can't make it in the second quarter. Got to be eating at him just a bit.
And here's Hernan Gomez. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. And here's MP. He's got 11. Oh, a really deep three that time. MP's got 14 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Down low. Here's Alexander Walker. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Nickeil Alexander Walker, 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Some changes for Sacramento. Bagley's checked in for Hield. Halliburton comes in.
checking in for the
So it's New Orleans leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. We'll be right back after this word. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Boy, this has been one.
Pelicans
Some changes for Sacramento. Holmes, he's checked in for Thompson. Heald comes in for Barnes. And MP is subbed in for Halliburton. And a change for the Pelicans. Satoransky's checked in. So for New Orleans right now, Zion at power forward with Valanciunas at center. Devontae Graham out there with Thomas Satoransky. And it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. Takes a 3. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight for him. BA, how would you like your workout partner in the Bahamas to be WNBA All-Star Jonquel Jones? That was Buddy Hield. He woke up at 6 a.m. every morning and got a sweat all through high school and all through elementary school.
Graham against Fox. Williamson inside. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It'll be on Marvin Bagley. Mitchell's checked in for the Kings. Hayes is checked in for the Pelicans. Alexander Walker comes in for Graham. Hield and Jones were big-time prospects out of college, so they made a bet on who'd be the higher draft pick.
And the classic thing is that neither of them won the bet. They both went 6th in their respective 2016 drafts.
Here's Alexander Walker, checked by Mitchell. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. The Kings trailing. From deep, MP. That one's true, and that's 9 for 12 for him now.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Ingram with the ball, and it's Holmes picking him up, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. And here's MP from outside. He drops it from range. MP's got 29.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Pass to Hayes. Hield against Ingram. And from 16 feet away, he cans it. Give him 23.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
MP's way outside. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Here's Alexander Walker, checked by Mitchell. And here's Ingram from the arc. They grab their own miss.
Now there's the strength we talk about often with Valanciunas. It helps him convert on these physical takes.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. The Kings on top, up by 4. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Barnes is the 4 with Holmes in the middle. MP is out there with Mitchell, and it's Heel in at the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Kings.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Satoransky with it, now guarded by MP. And on Gomez with it. Holmes is on him. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Over MP. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. The Kings leading. MP right side. From deep. And the Kings with another 3.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
MP outside. There's the triple. The shot off that time. And it's New Orleans taking it the other way. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Hard up top. Checked by Mitchell. Back to Satoransky. Lets it fly. And Holmes pulls it down. Holmes has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. And Barnes with a basket. The assist by MP.
Barnes so good at getting to that area on the floor and then making sure it counts.
New Orleans calls timeout. The West has the reputation of being more competitive, but the East is only getting stronger, Brent. Which conference you think right now is tougher?
I don't mean to upset.
So it's the Kings taking the W in a close one. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.
Facing criticism online, especially on Twitter, by some who say you care more about scoring than winning games. Now, how do you respond to those criticisms?
Watch the games.
That's it?
Yeah, watch the games.
Okay, thank you.
ain't a game no more.
Whoa.
What's good, Cam? Yeah, I'm gonna be back in like 20, 30 minutes. Gotta handle something right quick. Good, I'm back. We're back. All right, that's the vibe. Nate.
You're joining us over on Next Gen. You'll find in 2K22 the city is alive and there are big changes throughout.
Yo.
Starting in my career, day or night, the city has attractions and activities to explore as you improve your game and build your status as an NBA legend.
What?
It's also now bustling with new residents.
Hey man, you can't just come in here and not introduce yourself to the stream, bro. Go ahead. You get a little proper introduction.
What you mean? Everybody should know me already, bro. I'm trying to make this build right now.
The locker room.
Shit, I made all my builds. I ain't starting yet. So this one hit 90.
Wait. What you make?
I got my play shot, pure shot, small forward slasher. I low-key forgot what my power forward
view
build
of our
was,
location today, Sacramento, the capital of California.
Try to grind on this slasher. This shooting slasher.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball.
And I'm making an
Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin, we know the game's changing, and Steve Kerr says, I'm amazed by the skill level of today's players. But the little things, getting back in transition, boxing out, they aren't as locked in.
I ain't gonna count, like, if you try to overpower the build, like Max Badger build, 9 times out of 10 you're not gonna be able to play defense. You're gonna have to rely on yourself.
Guys,
good perspective from Steve Kerr. DA, thank you.
Like,
look at the starters for the Hornets.
Like my slasher build, I ain't gonna count. He probably gonna be doodle on defense, but it's need just to dunk.
Rich is out there with McDaniels, and it's Plumlee in at the 5. And for Sacramento, Fox in the backcourt with Halliburton to his side. The front court will be Barnes along with Bagley, and it's Thompson in at the 5 down low.
Checking in
here for the Kings. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Hield
so you haven't went to the neighborhood yet?
I've been in the neighborhood. I'm a level up.
Charlotte also making some changes. Carey's checked in, and Washington subbed in for Bridges.
Yeah, it still got double rep. Plus, I was shooting last night.
It's to Washington.
That shit was coming easy. I rolled up like 3 times last night.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played.
Bagley with the block. And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to cipher shoot. And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Bro.
And here is ball.
Following
the 3 from MP. And the basket by Rozier.
And a nice job.
I mean, you know when you're like one of the best slashers in the game?
And inside.
Yes.
Oh, actually, that's what I was going to ask you. Why should make like a next two-way slash? I have 2 goals for that.
There's the 3. Another 3 for Sacramento.
I'm liking the...
You saw me in my 2-way slash.
Yeah, low-key, I think you should try to make that same build you had last year. Just to see how that shit
big, I think, great for MP. Gatorade doesn't just partner with anyone. They recognize...
That's the only thing, but I don't got no VC. I can probably hit 90 right now.
They had to make him part of their team.
I'm still crazy.
107 left to play in the first.
Yeah.
And it's ball in the corner.
It feels like arcade-ish. Like some of this, it is nowhere near realistic to how many times I've been dreaming.
You shoot the shot, me though, without the shot.
I use shot me. I just like the way it looks, bro.
Sacramento will go the other way with it. This is their first chance this season playing Charlotte.
Yeah, a pair of losses for them in their meetings last season. And the cold hard truth about it, they just had a hard time beating
How did I miss that? All right, I'm done
last year.
Those were
I
games
just
where
ripped
you
2 times
thought
in a
they
row and I
could
was
get a
ass
win.
open.
But now
And it
they
was
need to
both
forget
full
about
guard.
it. It's in the past. Let it go. They gotta
Yo, what's
focus
up
on
with
the
this?
present.
I hear
Try
niggas
to
saying
make a better run of it this time.
Now Oubre.
Yeah, over at 65. Straight.
Oubre
My two-way,
outside.
he's a 60. It's
The kick out to
3.60,
ball.
but mid-range is 70.
Yeah, now you gonna be able to shoot maybe
That's to
consistent.
Rozier.
Like mine, well, I got a 93 ball already.
Oubre inside the three-point line. And so it's the Sacramento Kings going into the break with a 10-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Right back after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly break down the game we've been watching for the Kings, guys.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them wrapped. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense.
So my stream is taking again. Double sending messages.
Yeah, I might run with a two-way, bro. They want lock take. I'm trying to figure what take I want. Either lock take or slasher take. Or playmaking. I get it. Either one.
To last really an entire game.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter.
That ball, boy.
Right now for the Kings.
That ball, boy.
Terrence Davis is out there with Medu. Then it's Mitchell. Then it's MP. And it's Holmes in at center. Smith, no luck. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that'll be the third of the four straight at home.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right.
Dang. So how is Zion ended up being the only one without the game out of everybody?
Put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still
game shit with that man, bro. He got in my stream yesterday. It was like, man, I wish I could play.
After the made shot from Kelly Oubre, drains the three-pointer.
Yeah, he was watching my stream for like a good hour or two, bro.
For MP.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 3-pointers in that first quarter. And
so when I added my two-way, I have, which one you
now,
thinking?
Here's Oubre. In the
last
the other night definitely was not himself.
Or shot creator.
And Kelly Oubre, the new face on the Hornets, was hoping to get a bigger deal in free agency. The market, though, just not there for him. Ended up with a 2-year deal in a situation where he feels he can show his work.
MP's shot is good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. It looked like they were just going through the motions.
Yeah, you know, to me, I agree. They just never looked engaged, which is surprising considering how close the game ended up being.
And some changes here for the Kings. Thompson, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Harrison Barnes comes in for Metu. Halliburton subbed in for Mitchell. Mason Plumlee's checked in for the Hornets. McDaniels comes in for Oubre. Now, here's McDaniels. 14 points from him the last game against Golden State. Over Barnes. Off target with the jump hook.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Davis kicks to MP. Fires the three. Bangs home the trifecta. MP's got 13 points now in the quarter.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the number of female officials in the NBA has grown in recent years. Commissioner Adam Silver said we've expanded our pipeline to greatly increase the pool of potential hires. And we've seen encouraging results. There's no reason why we shouldn't have more women as officials coaches, and basketball executives in the league. Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. Now, here's MP. For three. McDaniels. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far.
Yeah, I ain't worried about it.
The jump hook. Plumlee, no up. And here now the Kings. They're on a 16-4 run right now. Now, MP. 25 points in the game.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them.
Is it just me, or I be scared as a mug when my player dunk and then he do that false shit? But I be knowing he be hurt.
They can't afford to give him open look.
They be
Smith finds Bridges.
Just on his face. I got the dunk, but like, he don't be landing them. I don't know, that might be a thing with like players are short. Because technically for a play shot, my players look
He's
short.
going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
MP, no good. And so it's Charlotte with it. After this one, they take on the Clippers at the Staples Center. And that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home. Bridges shot good.
Well, he's very dependable from that area. So Bridges, to me, should look to keep attacking when he gets the ball in this space.
Now, here's MP. 27 points for him. Hits it from three-point range. MP's got 30.
Yeah, D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Smith against MP. And a missed layup.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. From the arc. And another 3 for Sacramento.
They're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
There's the drive. And so it's Sacramento. Incomplete. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that is threatened. Coming on to the lineup change here for Sacramento. And then for Charlotte, Washington's. Checked in for Plumlee. Kelly Oubre comes in for McDaniels. And Bouknight comes in for Rozier. And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly, sometimes, you know, things get chippy. And as a player, Rick, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things, and at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Ball is the point with Bouknight on the wing. Bridges and Washington are manning the post position. And it's Oubre in at the 3.
I'm gonna have to run
when you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Bouknight passes the ball. Overhealed. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
There's 49 seconds left in the third.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Now, here's MP. He's got 36. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Heel. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Oubre. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Have you playing with Kelvin them yet?
Yeah, I play with Calvin.
Ball.
What is he doing? What type of building?
Passes it to Bookman.
They're big, I think.
That falls. Nice speed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
I think.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Kings on top, delivering the blowout. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Checking in for the away team. At the line for the Hornets, LaMelo Ball. 1 shot.
Boy, what a path for LaMelo Ball. I mean, he played in Lithuania and New Zealand while he was a teenager, and eventually the 3rd overall pick of the 2020 NBA draft.
So it's the Kings winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
You know, I was noticing it looks like you sped up your release a bit on your three-point shot. Is that something you've been working on?
Yeah, I've been working on my release. And if you can get your mechanics solid and get that shot off quicker, it makes you that much more dangerous and valuable to the team. And that's something that coaching staff has been stressing to me since I got here. And with defense closing out much quicker at this level, you don't have a lot of time to get your shot off. So that's crucial for how we want to play, yes.
Right on. Thanks, NP.
Yeah, no problem.
I'll take a little slight break. I'm back on around 7:30, 8 o'clock.